So you're getting ready for the IBA admission test, which means you've met that long, intimidating word list.
We're going to take this list and turn it into a story, a narrative that you can actually connect with, which makes it so much easier to remember.
So here's our roadmap for this journey. First, we'll talk about the winning mindset. Then we'll get into the outcomes, the good and the bad. After that, we'll cover the strategy, the actions you'll take. Then we'll look at the qualities you'll develop, and we'll finish up with a couple of unique words to really make your vocabulary pop. Let's get started. First things first, it all starts with your attitude. To really crush this, you have to have the right mindset. These next words, they describe exactly the kind of hardworking, dedicated student you're going to become. Our first word is assiduous. Okay, so what does that really mean? Simply put, being assiduous is all about being incredibly hardworking and paying close attention to detail. An assiduous student doesn't just skim the textbook, no way. They make detailed notes, they double-check every answer. Their effort is deep and dedicated, and honestly, that's the foundation for everything.
Now, these three words are basically best friends. They're all connected. If you're assiduous, you're also tenacious. To be tenacious means you are just relentless. You refuse to give up. A tenacious student will try to solve a tough math problem from 5 different angles before they even think about looking at the answer. And that quality leads to perseverance, which is all about long-term grit. Perseverance is what keeps you studying every single day for months, even when you're tired, even when you're bored.
And finally, all of this hard work requires you to endure. To endure is to patiently get through something difficult. You've got to endure those long study sessions and those moments of self-doubt. It's really about having the mental strength to just keep going. So remember this little chain. Being assiduous every day makes you tenacious with problems, which builds the perseverance you need to endure the whole journey. So what happens when you've got that winning mindset? Well, every action has a result. All that hard work can lead to praise and success, but a lack of it, well, that can lead to problems. This next section is all about those outcomes. After all your hard work, you'll want some praise, right? But listen, there are 2 very different types. An accolade is an award or an honor you have truly earned. Getting that acceptance letter from IBA, that is the ultimate accolade. On the other hand, adulation is just over-the-top praise, almost like fake flattery. A smart student focuses on earning the accolade, not chasing the adulation. Your state of mind on test day is absolutely everything. If you're well prepared, your morale, that's your confidence, your enthusiasm, your whole vibe, is going to be high. You'll feel ready to go. But if you haven't prepared, your plan will be in shambles. Shambles means a state of complete chaos and mess. This really shows you the 2 paths you can take. But be careful here. Shambles is often confused with shambul. Shambles is a noun, meaning a mess. But shambul is a verb, and it means to walk in a really slow, clumsy, awkward way. So a tired student might shamble home because their study plan is in shambles. See the difference? And what happens when things don't go well? You might feel forlorn. This word describes a really deep sadness and hopelessness, like you've been left all alone. After a bad mock test, it's easy to feel forlorn. But remember those words from part 1? Perseverance is how you fight back against feeling forlorn. Okay, so you've got the mindset and you know the possible outcomes. Now let's talk strategy. A successful plan is all about control. It's about knowing what to allow, what to limit, and what actions to kickstart. Let's start with a really tricky one, sanction. This word is super important because it has 2 meanings that are complete opposites. It can mean to approve something, like my parents sanction my plan to study all weekend, but it can also mean to punish something, like the school will sanction any student who cheats. With this word, the context of the sentence is everything. A good strategy also means knowing what to hold back. You might need to repress your fear of the test. That means consciously pushing that feeling down. Your tight schedule might constrict your free time, literally making it smaller, and a lack of sleep can inhibit your ability to learn, slowing the whole process down. So think of it this way. You repress feelings, you constrict space or time, and you inhibit a process. On the other hand, there are actions you have to avoid at all costs. To foment means to stir up trouble or conflict. A successful student steers clear of people who foment drama or anxiety because that just distracts you from your real goal. Focus on your work, don't foment any negativity. Now, when you combine that winning mindset with the right actions, something amazing starts to happen. You start to develop certain qualities. This section is all about the words that describe a successful student and the incredible work they produce. Your work will actually start to shine. An idea can be luminous, which means it's bright, clear, and just brilliant. And when you finally succeed, that success will be refulgent, shining very, very brightly for everyone to see. So think of luminous as the inner glow of a great idea and refulgent as the dazzling outer shine of your final achievement.
You know, a successful student isn't just smart, they're pragmatic. This means you are practical, you're realistic. You don't waste time on theories that aren't going to help you. A pragmatic student focuses their energy on what will actually get them the best results on the test. It's all about being efficient and effective.
Over time, you start building really good habits. That's where propensity comes in. It means a natural tendency to do something. At first, studying might feel like a chore, but with practice, you'll develop a propensity for it. Being disciplined and focused will just become your natural way of doing things.
So, we've now covered the entire journey, from mindset all the way to success. For our final section, let's have a little fun with two unique words. They might not be about the struggle of studying, but they represent the kind of rich, interesting vocabulary that will make you stand out. These two are great to have in your back pocket. Petrichor is that lovely earthy smell you get after rain falls on dry ground. It's like a sign of something fresh and new. And piquancy is a quality of being excitingly sharp or spicy. You can talk about the piquancy of food, sure, but a great essay can also have piquancy, an idea that makes it engaging and memorable. And there you have it. From being assiduous to achieving refulgent success, you now have the words to describe your entire journey.
The only question left is how tenacious will you be in learning them, using them, and making this journey your own?